Good evening. I almost said good morning. Good evening. Happy Friday. Friday night. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a great week. Hope you have some wonderful plans for the weekend. Roti. Damn. Well, thanks. Thanks, guys. Derek's pretty alright. Rookie 1922. Welcome in. Thanks for being first and keeping getting the chat warmed up. Nice and warmed up. How you guys doing? Yeah, thanks for the compliments on the starting screen, Derek. I'm really happy with the new screens myself. I'm going for a feel, going for a vibe. I'm definitely inspired by things like Mass Effect, which I've been playing recently, where the end of Mass Effect 1, where it just hits with that music and at the end credits and just get the feels, and then Mass Effect 2 with the intro, everything just comes together, the visuals, the music, the sound. So there's only so much you can do with starting screens, so I wanted to just get some kind of vibe going. So I'm glad you like it. As for Rookie, you guys pulled one on me good last night. I had no idea. Like, I don't even remember Rookie being like a short-listed name for Korag. Yeah, I kept on hearing a Phoenix. It was like I felt like it was a toss-up between Phoenix and Korag. But all of a sudden, Rookie out of nowhere. You're testing my loyalty to Skinny, sir. Who, me? Welcome in, Lagreen Kirby. Hey, aren't you on mod duty? What's going on here? Serpent, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. I gotta do this just for old time's sake here. Sniper Elite 4, yes, I did see you playing that the other day. Looks like I've heard a lot of good things about that game. It's one of those. Hey, no problem. You're welcome. And Serpent, good to see you. Lit, yes. A wild serpent has appeared. Yeah, hopefully this stream passes the litness test tonight. I'll try. I love the Sniper Elite series. Yeah, it's one of those like games that kind of sneak under the radar a little bit. You know, we always hear about the big, oh, this Call of Duty is Wolfenstein. This is, well, maybe people don't talk about Wolfenstein so much. Call of Duty, Battlefield, all the big name stuff, and you have this like Sniper Elite that's quietly pumping out games, and it's supposed to be hella good. So one of these days, I like to check it out. I think it's on Game Pass. Speaking of which, I'm a new Game Pass member, and holy shit, yeah, it looks like I got some gaming to do this weekend, because I went from having a lot of games to play to having too many games, potentially. But it's been nice. It's been nice to see all the good stuff that's on that service. We out here. Hey, Serpent. You're way ahead in Mass Effect 2 for a change. So I'm glad you could hang out here, because there's no chance of spoilers, because I'm still catching up to you where you are. It's nice. What do you plan to play on Game Pass? I already have this space combat sim called Chorus installed on the Xbox. I also downloaded Citizen Sleeper, which is like a cyberpunk adventure game. Cyberpunk, of course. On the PC, I got Midnight Fight Express. I started to play that a little bit today. It's pretty fun. And I'm gonna install Gears of War 4. I feel like I have to play on the Xbox. It wouldn't feel right to play a Gears of War game on the PC, so I'll play it on the Xbox, on the big screen TV. So yeah, plenty of stuff to play. Too much. Green Kirby, I'll see you later. Hope to see you back soon. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Thank you for the shout out. You know what? To commemorate, this is the only time you'll see me shout myself out. Commander Shepard here. You don't go half
There
ass.
you go.
You go
Here you go, Green
full
Kirby.
ass, full ass on it. Just a
You truly have.
Are you in
mod
command
powers in
or
my
is
channel.
Nightbot in command? Oh no. Nightbot is in command of Lynx.
Oh, I remember that moment.
Skinny was calling me out because I was complaining about Nightbot. That's classic. There's a whole world of games out there. So true. We play the Halo campaigns. Oh, that's what you were suggesting. You know what? I've only ever finished Halo 3 and Halo 4 campaigns. It's weird, I know. Yeah, I haven't played the Halo Infinite campaign yet. Yeah, so Mass Effect 2, it's actually harder than I expected it to be. Because Mass Effect 1, Insanity, not too bad. Manageable. Mass Effect 2 though, I already died like twice last night, yeah. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm actually feeling like I'm on the cusp of getting sick. I may be a bit of a sickie this weekend. We'll see. Got a bit of a like the unexplained pain in the throat, and it's kind of like connected to my ear, so all the ear kind of aches too a little bit. We'll see. I haven't been sick in like, I want to say like 3 years. I go on like these 3-year streaks of not getting sick. So from like 2016 to 2019, didn't get a cold once. It's bizarre. And I got a cold, but it was like, put me out for 2 days. And then since then, I haven't really gotten sick. So I'm kind of due for another sickness. Hopefully I can ride it out. But I'm not sick enough to not stream or not do fun things, so that's good. That's why we're here. Thanks for being here, guys and girls. Winter is here now. I'm so happy the heat wave days are over. Oh yeah, fuck the heat wave. My wife and I are so ready for summer to be over. It's like, yeah. It's September now. And stop being 30 degrees plus. Please, guys, if you don't mind, do let me know if audio is fine. I mean, I guess audio on the game. I guess you've been hearing me blabber for the last 10 minutes, so that should be good. Please and thank you. Right, so I was still in the first real mission of the campaign. I'm gonna put everyone's gonna be using pistols. Put on the heavy pistol. I'll be back on my machine pistol. Yeah.
Right.
You got it.
Right. Jacob sounded super excited there. Yes, thank goodness. I'm tired of sweating my balls off all day. I hear that. I hear that. We got some dirty dishes going on. So we are investigating abductions on colonies in the far reaches of, I guess, human settlements in space. Oh, shit. Okay, so I gotta figure out what my combos are now. Okay. So lift them.
I've got him. On it.
Not a problem.
Guys got the recharge. Okay, so I'm gonna try combo where Jacob will lift and I'll throw. But I think these guys are immune to those abilities. That's the thing. Let me just try. So left and then RB.
Right.
Yeah, these guys are immune to biotics. They need to be overloaded.
Affirmative.
Moving to target.
Affirmative.
Right.
Engaging target.
I'm staying put. I'll cover over here.
Affirmative.
Sure thing.
Okay. Oh, another one?
Hurry,
Okay,
Shepard.
good.
We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy
Freedom's
net.
hope,
It's
that's
tearing
right.
Plaza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading gate.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. I'm on it.
Send yours. Oh, I can send them to waypoints.
Moving
I thought
to
I
cover.
lost that ability in the
Taking
sequel.
cover!
It's good they still
Take
have
point,
that.
Shepard. We'll cover the door.
What is it gonna do? Yeah, I don't like this machine pistol. It has no range and it hits like wet noodles. I do like my
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
credits. I'll give the orders here, Missy.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
What did I just say? What did I just say? Where did I take cover? In the middle, because I'm the boss.
We'll take.
Oh shit, we got a mech. I'm gonna pull up my grenade launcher, I guess. Oh no. Okay, that wasn't Tally. Fortunately. Guys, take cover.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Son of a bee. Wait. He's already using that ammo. Good for you. Yeah, I have very limited in my abilities right now. Kind of.
Overload will take out their shields.
Say hello to my little friend.
Moving to target.
Here we go. Not a problem.
Oh shit, he can break cover. Bring around Rosie. Bring around the Rosie, bitches.
Moving.
I have only one more
Packing
grenade.
heavy mech.
Right.
Oh shit.
Easy enough.
Run away!
My shields are down.
He's only going for me. What an asshole. I need to use Unity. Is Jacob down? No, Miranda's down.
Moving. Right there.
Shit. Shieldy back. And to warp him.
Taking the heavy
Come
mech.
on over. On it.
Hit him with the good stuff. Yeah.
Watch out!
Ooh. That was like a boss fight all in itself, man. Good job, guys. Teamwork. Teamwork. High five. Yeah, this game, more than the first game, really emphasizes comboing the skills with your squaddies. Okay. Box, totem, C, box, totem and C. Oh, I should do that first. Tracks. Okay, last one. Who's playing video games this weekend? And what you playing? What is this new hacking minigame? I like the old Frogger version. yeah, they totally change up the hacking minigames.
We can use this.
Heavy weapon ammo. Oh, nice. You got used to the Frogger, did ya? So did I, to be honest. I kinda got to liking that minigame.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find.
Vitor Belfort.
Monsters coming. Have to hide.
He's a lot more jittery than the Vitor Belfort I know. Downloading so many games from the premium library to keep me busy for the weekend. Nice. Yeah, Rookie, you got the PS, what's it called? PS Plus Premium? Sony's version of the Game Pass, which is sounds like a sweet deal. They were totally undercutting the Game Pass subscription. PS Plus Premium. Oh yeah, what a guess. I almost said PS Plus Gold. Snap out of it.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms.
Do it. Yeah, I'm a renegade. Show me I'm a renegade.
You're not one of them. You're human. They didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
Damn,
The
Miranda.
monsters. The swarms.
You fine.
They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
A what?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from
What a
somewhere beyond the
dump.
Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in
Shepherd.
person.
Can
They
be a
usually work
dumbass
through
sometimes.
intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
Is that like an alien?
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
I think PlayStation Game Pass would have sufficed since it's basically the same service as Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, there may be some legal ramifications. Who knows, right? They could have opened themselves up for some kind of legal action. Plus, there's the marketing angle. They probably have also some pride. They don't want to look like they're outright copying them, even though they are. But they have to put up the appearances that they're not copying. You know.
Tell me
Console
more
War
about these
stuff.
swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field
Probes,
or
you say,
nerve
eh?
toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
What a waste of time.
We finally find a witness, and he's so off his nut he can't even tell us what he saw.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Try to convince Tally first.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
I think there's some fanfic out there where people are just wondering, oh, what does Tally really look like? And of course, people just assume that she's gorgeous or something behind that helmet. So you can imagine like all the fan art that comes out of that. Imagining. I'm gonna be rude here because Tally is actually not part of my team. She's not part of my crew, so I can be renegade with her.
The people at Cerberus won't hurt him, Tally. You have my word. But we need that information, and it's clear the Quarians don't want to share.
Damn it, Shepard! I trusted you!
He'll be fine. We promise. But we have to find out all we can about the collectors.
What? No. I don't understand.
We need a pickup. Have a medbay standing by.
Good luck, Shepard. I hope what you get from Vitor is worth it.
We're gonna probe him good. We're gonna probe him real good. Hey, Green Kirby, you may want to sit down for this one. Just ready yourself. Oh, I'm already sitting down.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. Unfortunately, the Quarium you brought back didn't give us any useful information. He's too far gone. He'll be returned to the migrant fleet.
Oh, it's a shame.
But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Green Kirby, you're warning me of the coming storm. Something's gonna happen. Impending doom. Oh goody. Oh goody.
Tell me what you know about these collectors.
They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels,
Whoa,
allowing them
Skinny
safe
Raid,
passage.
hello.
If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
All right, you done talking, elusive man? Welcome some new guests here. Hey Skinny, thanks so much for the raid. How y'all doing? How's your stream? Welcome in. Welcome. Yes.
Okay, they're coming through.
You're playing The Walking Dead Season 1.
Right, let's go.
The goat of all
He's got a pail!
Telltale games, in my opinion.
He just hit me with a bucket! He threw a bucket at me!
And then RE4 on the clip, very nice. Thanks so much for bringing the crew in and bringing the new friends to the stream. I'm McClintock. Hey, how you doing? I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of action RPGs. I stream at night. I'm old, and I'm doing the Mass Effect trilogy right now, and it's awesome. Welcome in. Stream was really cool, honestly. But I do want you to be honest with me all the time, Skinny. No lies. Tell me it was great. I had a lot of fun with that game. It is an awesome game. You know, full disclosure, that game made me cry. Like, as a teary old man. I cried in private though. Fortunately, my wife had just left for work and I was just finishing up the game, and that ending, man, you're gonna be bawling your face off. Jordan Taylor, hello, welcome in. Good to see you again. We've been blessed. Dig loves those Pooh Bears. I won the Marbles game. Oh, congrats. I remember that Marbles game. That game's awesome. But I always got eliminated right off the get-go. And that's when I'm hearing, honestly, big oof. Oh yeah, but it's a good cry. It's like full, you know, emotional release. That's what the good storytelling's all about, right? You feel something at the end of it. You feel things. Well, I guess not really. But I didn't lose. Well, it's important. Yeah, you weren't last. We didn't play marbles? Oh, okay. Aw. Technically, he didn't lose since we didn't play. Yeah. Man, I gotta try putting that on my stream one of these days. It's such a nice thing. It does make things more participatory, if that's a word. Even though everyone's just like watching random marbles do bullshit physics marble things. It kind of boils down to a very like primitive, you know, human. It's like almost like we're cavemen again, looking at fire when we play that marbles game, isn't it?
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Awesome, Skinny. You're the first who redeemed that sound alert. Oh hey, Green Kirby redeeming Can We Be Friends? That's a weird redemption thing, but yes, I will send you a friend invite. Of course. That's a weird one. Now that I think of it. Of course we can be friends. Oh wait, the friends feature doesn't even exist on Twitch anymore, right? I'm so out of it. Like, they removed that whole feature like a few months ago. Green Kirby, I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna redeem those points. Keep your points on that one. My bad. Freak the Elusive Man. I was waiting for a sound alert for Can't We Be Friends? Like the song, right? Yeah, they did. Oh, dang. The beard again. Oh, you redeemed the beard? God damn it, Derek. Alright, alright. Don't you ignore my beard request. No, the beard's been washed. It's ready to go. So, gotta be a professional about it. The beard's gotta be ready. So, you guys sit tight. I shall be right back. Let me just recuse myself. Beard myself. Recuse myself to beard myself. Who wanted a beard? I just backtracked in chat. Lagoon Kirby, yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to consummate our friendship, and he's refunding me. I'm trash. I was trying to do the old, like, greasy looking, like, guy rubbing his hands meme. But, you know, I think the beer will suffice. Looks okay? Alright. Thanks, Derek, for spending your hoard of channel points. I'm gonna rename my channel points. I don't like Eddie's. It's too specific to Cyberpunk 2077. I think I'm gonna rename them Cyberbucks. That's appropriate. Yeah, Cyberbucks. Yeah, I'll get on that this week. Oh shit, it's McClintock's dad on stream. Where's Mac? Oh. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for making it fun tonight. Couldn't have done it without you. Literally. But yeah, Skinny, I hope you have a jolly old time with Walking Dead. It is a very uplifting game. So I do hope you have a grand old time streaming that thing. I will try to check as many of those streams as possible because I have not played that game in like over 10 years. So I've probably forgotten most of it. Can we get a CP redemption for flannel shirt? Flannel shirts? I don't own any flannel shirts, amazingly. Maybe inflatable axe. Just full lumberjack cosplay. Ooh. Hey, Jug. Skinny Raid, yes. I like where your head's at. Welcome in. Good to see you again. Beard and flannel shirt. Yes, this I look like that guy from the Dr. Squatch soap ads. I'm sure you guys have seen those ads playing non-stop everywhere. This guy trying to make you into the brawny napkin guy. Oh yes. You go squatching. No, I'm just a basic bitch who just uses like the standard supermarket liquid soap on my Luffy. Oh, I just admitted I use a Luffy in the shower. Who doesn't? Come on. I'm not afraid to admit it. Okay, back to the game.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Thank you again. Two pretty good redemptions in one stream. That is a new record. But we don't call it Luffy. There's a proper name for it. I know. I use like my own. We call it man squeegee. I call it toothbrush. You guys, killing it.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
It's weird going from like joking around about beards, lumberjacks, and toothbrushes in the shower into like this, serious sci-fi discussion about abductions, people getting probed. I mean, I guess the toothbrush is good for getting in all the cracks and crevices. Yeah, you got the nooks and crannies right, Derek.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Toothbrush. Oh god. Oh my god, timeout. Technical foul. Commander Shepard approved of that joke, I guess. Thanks for the redemption there, Skinny.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
The collectors are definitely a human enemy. But how do we know there's a connection to the Reapers?
Their focus shifted to humanity only after you and the human fleet destroyed Sovereign. The abductions are related, even if the Alliance and the Council refuse to believe it. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
Excuse me, Reapers don't have feet. They can't march. Agreed.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Buddy, you just spent billions of space dollars in 2 years bringing me back to life. You knew I would need a team. Why didn't you just have the team ready for me? Right? The fuck you doing, buddy? Man? Buddy? Pal? Was that actually Martin Sheen? Yes. The great Martin. He's not dead. I was gonna say the late and great, but he's still alive, as far as I know. That is Martin Sheen. There's a star-studded cast. Eric. Very cool, right? It has to be. Amazing. 100%. Seen all of the West Wing, that's him. I'll put money on it. Pilot man message. Wait, the 4K option isn't there anymore on your stream, Mac. I know, right? I want that crystal clear 4K. Okay, Karen. The 4K stuff, so a quick aside. In OBS, when I imported the new starting and BR back screens, I guess the files were at a higher resolution, and then OBS just automatically went into like the max res. So I was kind of weirded out when all my windows resized. I was like, oh, what the fuck's going on? I have to resize everything now. And that's when I went into that night stream, and then you guys are like blown away. You're like, whoa, man, 4K? What's going on? I'm like, oh, what the fuck, guys? I didn't do anything. When in fact, I did do something. I just didn't realize. Then before yesterday's stream, I went back, I ran the setup wizard in OBS, and I saw, oh, it's in 4K. I'd be like, well, in the long run, that's probably not going to be great, since not everyone's going to have rock solid internet. You might get choppy streams, people will be like, oh, fuck this guy, and they'll leave. So why don't I just like tone things down? I put it back to 1080, had to resize and refit everything again, but then, long story short, it's 1080, unfortunately. He wants to speak to your manager. Oh yeah, I'm totally complaining to Elusive Man, because like, where's my team? Right? I totally forgot to thank him for bringing me back to life, and I just went straight into complaining about like my team. 100% Kirby. Karen Shepard. The last time Mac streamed, he had the 4K option. It was crazy cool. Yeah. I'll stop being a troll. It's okay, Green Kirby. I love you. So they have the option to downgrade it. That's what I always worried about, though. I mean, it's still hella cool, but I get it. Downgrade for the plebes. Yeah, basically, just find that lowest common denominator. I mean, I used to have it at 720p, so this is a step up at least from that. So that's the story. The end. I'm a Spectre.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
It's 2 years.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good.
You should have had a
Two
team ready
things
for me.
before you
Just
go.
saying.
First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Joker. Yeah, baby.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
SR2. He's back. My baby's back. Oh, sorry, Green Curve. I didn't see you. You sent the love back to me. I just don't know these, like, abbreviations sometimes. Oh, love, baby. Oh, love.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Oh, yes. I don't know, Serpent. I don't know if you're still around, but Normandy's back. And when you go inside, she's like so much better. They redesigned the whole interior of the ship. Great. The new car smell. You guys recognize Joker's voice? My pilot? You guys recognize the actor? Joker voice? Mark Hamill? No, it's not Mark Hamill. Someone quite a bit younger than Mark Hamill. Like the Joker in this game, not the Batman Joker. Yeah, I know you're trolling, but okay. These end of mission screens kind of throw me off. I don't know why. Like, do I really need a summary? Collectors confirmed the source of attacks on Freedom's progress. Quarantine survivor Vitor will be interrogated and released to the migrant fleet once we are satisfied he has provided all available information. Like, they already said that he didn't provide any information that was useful. Heavy weapon ammo, credits, iridium. It's like, cool, yeah. I wasn't paying attention. Can we get him to talk? Yeah, he'll probably talk in this cutscene. Oh, look at my casual outfit. Looking nice and rugged. Yeah, I'll talk to him on the ship. You guys can check again. Oh yeah. My Normandy. My Normandy. She's beautiful.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
This is my ship. It's like, yeah. Whatever, this is my ship.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission. I am.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the Professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Still playing as a badass, hey? Yeah, I am, but sometimes I'm disappointed because, like, they give you stupid options. You have to say stupid things as the renegade sometimes, and I kind of feel conflict. But I kind of go along with it. This could come in handy. AIs are dangerous.
Shut that thing down. I don't want it on my ship.
Have I offended?
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly. Plus that incident with the Alliance's Hannibal system on Luna.
Your distrust is logical, Shepard, unlike the irrational mistrust of most humans. However, I am no threat to you or anyone else. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Oh, the Green Kirby, did you just quote the greatest athlete on this earth? Pete Weber. Who do you think you are? I am. Oh, he is a god among men.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Bowler, yes.
Final preparations for takeoff.
Oh, he's more than
that,
skinny. He's more than
from
that.
the galaxy map and the CIC, and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Galaxy map, yeah. I know. Private terminal. Oh, yeah, that's the game where you get to check emails all the time. Wonderful. Armory. Gotcha. Elevator. They're gonna show us the toilet. Captain's quarters. Getting close. Tech lab. I'm a bowler. Pete was bowling. I have a Pete Weber alert that comes up for something. It's either bits or something like that, but I don't think it works because Somebody cheered me bits the other night, and I don't think it came up. So I don't know why. It must be rectified because, you know, I did spend some time finding the perfect Pete Weber clip for that alert. And it's still just showing me the generic bits animation. Yeah, unacceptable. That dude was amazing.
Welcome aboard.
He's still amazing. He's wonderful. What a guy. I can go talk to Joker so you can hear him speak. Plus, I just want to talk to him.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
You got it, Derek. Seth Green. Nice one. Nice one.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. I'm probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
Yeah, I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7. Shirts.
I can close the shutters. Yeah, you're a hotshot pilot. You don't need to look up the windows.
Upgrades are messing with our inertial skew, compensating.
Oh. Get some extra XP and things. Ethics. Codex.
I thought my mom was bad with the back.
The Amish guy? Is he Amish? Wait, what? Oh, you're Please tell me you watched the unrated version at Derek. Sex Drive, of course. Yes, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Sounds intriguing. Oh, Yeoman Chambers.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
No.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Let's chat.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Damn, where did they get these eager interns?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
Steph played a hilarious Amish character in the 2000s classic Sex Drive. Can you remember? Okay, I've never heard of Sex Drive. I'll have to look it up. There's something special about those early 2000s comedies, I must say. Can you romance this one? I don't think so. She's not important enough. She's a very minor character in the whole thing. Rumspringer.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Keep your distance. I want to be nice. She's part of my crew.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
From Springer, woo. That must be a sex drive reference, eh? Yeah. Sorry, Michael, sex drive. No worries.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love
nice
humanity.
Analogy there.
I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
This is like very close to say, hey, I have black friends. Hey, I have that one Asian friend.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity.
Oh no, Green Kirby, your head to bed.
Exhilarated,
Boo
terrified,
hiss.
but mostly I feel encouraged.
Sleep is for the
Under your
weak.
leadership, we can't fail.
I'm just kidding, of course. Please have a good night. Sweet dreams. Thank you for stopping in and brightening up my my stream. Yeah, I hope you have a good sleep and a great weekend. Maybe I'll see you around on the old Twitch. Have a great night, man. Great to see you. No, you. Take care. I missed her statement, but I'll say we won't.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. She's the counselor psychology expert here, and she needs to know a thing or two about boundaries, I gotta say. Well, she's all in for Shepard. It's not Shepard. Call me Choke Daddy. I drop you. I like this one.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Investigate. Are you free tonight? No.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Yeah, super eager, no boundaries intern right there. I drop you. I would say that if I was gonna be renegade to everybody, but I'm still keeping with my be nice to my crew role playing, if you can call it that. Team status. Look at all these squaddies I can pick up this game compared to the first one, which I think is only like 5 or 6. Yeah, crazy. Upgrades. Okay, there's nothing much going on here. Unread messages. Oh shit. Sent her to horny jail. Bonk. You need a bonk redemption mark. I still haven't put some farts in for you, so that's the first. That's the next thing I need to do. Put in a fart. Redemption. From Counselor Anderson, on the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive and you did come and talk to me on the Citadel, a lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put it on top, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Deal struck with Zaid Masani. Shepard, we reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations and Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of that personally. Okay, thanks, Elusive Man. That's right. Where's my farts? I know. They're coming. They're coming, man. Apologies. Right now, only the farts. Only I get to do the farts, right? So I do apologize. The chat is funny today. Hey, it's all the credit to you guys, of course, right? Probably the Friday effect. It could be that. Could be that. And yeah, give it a wet one there too. Oops. Went too far of the buttons. They fart so hard to switch the screens. Indeed. From Project Firewalker, pardon me, Commander, the MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team has field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead Planetside Exploration Rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert Oloy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosalie was last seen near planet Ziona. Elista Ismar Frontier. These names, man. Normandy crash site located. Oh, Admiral Hackett. Haven't heard from him for a while. Our scans in the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see. The final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. Okay, well, first of all, Admiral, you know I'm with Cerberus now. That might be a bit of a problem. And why don't you just say welcome back to the living? Because, you know, I've been dead for 2 years. Sheesh, this guy. From Elusiman, Shepard, it occurred to our armor technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood is in your quarters. Oh, sweet. The Elusiman is like totally my sugar daddy. He's just buying me all the good, sweet gifts, all the expensive stuff. I thought you were gonna fart and say I'm out in stream. Maybe I should do that one of these days. Hey, Ghost, how you doing? Welcome in. ME2, yes, I finally made it to the sequel. And I'm just reading emails now. Oh, my sugar daddy sent me another message. Shepard, one of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Ite Typhon system in the Phoenix Massing cluster. Please use care in this matter. Ite? I will. Arc projector. From Elusiman, Shepard, I'm sending you a lot of emails. I'm sorry. We recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skilling Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against the Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since the unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you could take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an arc projector. I sent it to the Normandy's armory so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicate it overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well, but laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works. Now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use our tactics to train other operatives. Oh, elusive man. I need a man like him in my life? The elusive man? Hell yeah. Get your own sugar daddy? Shepard, at great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief, Kasumi Goto, and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to the Zakura ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password Silence is Golden to begin rendezvous. Oh, finally from somebody else. From Stanrick Dobbs, banking agent, Ascension Financial Services, Earth. Hello, Commander Shepard. Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of this already. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, the subsequent charge in status, and the reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of that 1 million credits. Yeah. Thank you for banking with Ascension Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. Are you protecting your greatest assets? We will find the best life insurance rates and coverage that fit your needs. Reply for a free quote today. Oh, that's too real. That is too real, guys. These are all red. Oh my god. Okay, and this archive messages. Holy shit. Okay, let me save. I don't have to like reread all that junk. Travel to Ait. That's incorrect. If it's Ait, there's an extra I, isn't there? But it doesn't matter. Does not matter. This elevator. I gotta check my personal quarters. Look at this place.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using ME2, computer-aided design and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Here's loadout. Shepard. Oh, I can try using an arc projector. I guess that's what they want me to do, right? Give that a spin. Only toys for me. I totally forget how to play this game.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Yeah, seriously, Skinny. Poof. Yeah, the job interview is over. Relax, man. Relax.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Yeesh. Still laying it on. Look at all these guns. Love it. I can't use any of them. It was like the post office here. Alright. Why is it locked?
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Quantum what?
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Makes perfect sense.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Out here. Head over to the other side.
Commander,
oh wait,
you've
that's
received
the
a
lab.
new message at your private terminal.
Oh. Well, thank you, Chambers. Kelly. Oh, my private terminal. I gotta go to my room. That's what you mean, right?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Well, hey, Skinny, you're gonna hit the hay? Sounds good. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thank you for the raid, once again. And thanks for bringing the joy and the fun, as you always do. It's been real, it's been fun, but it's been amazing. Have a great weekend, sir. Hopefully we can chit-chat some more over the weekend. If not, then I'll see you when I see you next week, whenever. Adios. Most def homie. Take care.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
A scientist is required
right,
to use
right,
the
right.
technical laboratory.
Such a dullard. Okay, let's go downstairs. Let's go to my cabin, my private quarters. Good night, Internet. I'll be around if you stream again. Excellent, thank you. You're always welcome. And yeah, you did not get your own private quarters in the first game, so this is a nice little addition. Yeah, sequel. Really nice. I thought I had okay. These are archive messages. I thought I had a private message. That's my gear. We don't need to do that now. Look at my bed. I want to sleep, actually. That's better. More calming. Seriously, wasn't there something I need to... Huh. I can talk to Edie about my room.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
My trophies real quick. Nothing much yet. Yeah, I don't know where I can check that private message Kelly told me about. Weird. Oh, this beard, man. It's making me itch just a little bit. 3 quarters. Oh. Ooh. Oh yeah. There's good. Looking nice, looking nice. Miranda. Hello, Miranda. I just poke into your private area, private chambers here.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. We keep our ranks and structure similar to the Alliance. A lot of our recruits started there, but not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
I want to know more about...
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You're cocky.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my... abilities.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
We chat. Alright, who else is on this level?
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
Check in OBS real quick here.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Give me the list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook. but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
Well, you're like the MVP of the ship, basically.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks.
Literally.
Through the cracks.
Oh god, this guy. I like him.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Back to work. Okay, so the door is locked. But I need to open it though.
A gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
Oh, like I'll need Garrus. Med Bay. Chakwa.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Why are you here?
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Hey, welcome in, Noperon. Thanks so much for the raid. Rabbit Army. You're damn right, it's the Rabbit Army. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Free Scotland. 2002. Give me a second here. Why, orient myself. You made it on time. Yeah, you did. Power wash simulator. Very nice. And on the clip, that's Shadow Rome, isn't it? That game is pretty cool. I remember you streamed that. Power Wash Simulator. You have been playing a lot of that. I think that's like competing with RuneScape. This Power Wash Simulator. It does seem oddly relaxing. I can imagine playing the Power Wash Simulator. Well, for those who are new, welcome in. I'm McClintock. I'm a variety streamer. I tend to stream a lot of action RPGs, cyberpunk games. When I can get my hands on some good ones, I play those as well. and a few things in between, like action games or roguelikes. I'm playing all the Mass Effect games right now. Hey, Free Scotland, thank you so much for the follow. That's awesome, man. So much. Yeah, I'm doing an insanity run on all of the Mass Effect games right now. I'm on Mass Effect 2. Just started that this week, and I'm loving it. Mass Effect 2 is my favorite of the whole series. And yeah, I'm wearing a beard tonight because our good friend Derek's Pretty Alright redeemed the big money channel reward for making me wear a fake beard. So that's where we're at. Yeah, thanks again, Free Scotland. All right, I'm gonna get back to the game, guys. But yeah, it's you know, the weekend is before us. I hope you guys have some fun stuff planned for this weekend. Game is showing up. Cool. All right, Dr. Chakwas. Let's talk a little bit more.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
No kidding, I really wish Dr. Chakwas was a romantic option in this game. No joke. I think I already asked about joining Cerberus.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus.
Okay.
I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
All right.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Found a bottle of Ceres ice brandy at a store somewhere. Well, we're gonna have to go back to the Citadel. You finished Darkness 2 in one sitting? Holy crap. How many hours is that then? I'm guessing like maybe 5 at least? That was like a 5-6 hour game.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Alright. So... Wait, have I been in here already? I think I have. Oh no, not yet.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Don't mind me, I'm just wandering around like a confused guy.
The starboard observation deck is closed until needed.
Everywhere is just kind of locked off. Women's, did they say women's bathroom?
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Oh, yes, my mistake. Oh, they don't even let me push buttons to flush? What is this? I thought this was a video game.
Access to life support is restricted.
Game is telling me I need to head off on my next mission. 4 to 5 hours on normal. That's actually not bad. But yeah, I saw you mentioned the game was on sale, so I checked it out too, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's a good price. Then I realized I had it in my library for who knows how long. So yeah, I'll probably install that at some point and play it too. It seemed pretty cool. The opening of the game is pretty wild. It's pretty shocking actually. But yeah, I was a big fan of the first Darkness. I thought it was really unique. Did some cool things. Engineer Daniels.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Oh yeah, these two are pretty funny.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Ooh, you guys were there too. Good stuff, good stuff. That was an epic battle. One for the ages.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Good stuff.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Daddy bags. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Doing
I'm amazed
what you're
Shepard
doing.
came down to see us.
I told you he would.
I'm the man of the people. I feel like there'd be a lot of radiation in this room. And I shouldn't just hang out here if I don't have to. I feel like, oh yeah, there are stairs. Whoa. Basement. Any secrets? Not a goddamn thing down here. There will be, though. There will be. Alright, I've done my tour of the ship. It's time to find some action. Oh. Gotta get my points in. What was this again? Just another hallway, right? Right. Ship's a little confusing, actually. Let's go back to the bridge. Save here. Wait a second, I can level up first. Okay, I got 2 points. I need more throw to get warp. I can get overload. I think overload's very useful. Let me get overload. And I can't do anything else. Good. Fine. Good enough. Journal. These are just the side missions. I think I should go recruit these guys first before I do any major missions. Archangel is also something I want to do. This is Garrus, essentially. Go find Garrus. We should probably do that first. The Warlord. Where's the Warlord? Dr. Okir. Okay. If I want to go to Garrus, where is that? Oh, I think the galaxy map will tell me. Nice.
No messages for you, Commander.
You said I had a message earlier. Liar. Okay. Nice. They mark off, like, they didn't do this in the first game, but now they kind of tell you exactly what you'll find at each of the locations. Great. I feel like I should just go to Omega. Yeah, let's go straight to Omega. Oh, the fuel depot is when you're running out of fuel, right? Buy fuel. Oh, I forgot you had to do this. Buy some fuel. How much fuel do I need? I have no idea. Oh, Omega is such a cool place. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go here. Built in a mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original, elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time there ever was one. 7.8 million people. Dock. I have no choice but to put Miranda and Jacob on my team. They can level up too. I'll just save our points for when she can get more Cerberus operative. Same deal with both of them. They need more points so I can max out their base. I call Jacob her reason. Yeah, I'll save the points. Save up. Loadouts. Yeah, I'll stick with the arc projector for now. How that goes. Oh, Omega, this place is so cool. So cool.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Then you'd better get ready. No one keeps Arya waiting. Afterlife, now.
Just shoot you in the
I'm
face.
receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
That map. Ooh, yeah, there's a big area. Oh, it's Saeed.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up 1 man, not 2.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
My contacts told me...
Batarian delinquent.
Please.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
I'm assuming there's some part of your contract that I'm expected to handle. That about right?
Yeah. Funny he didn't tell you. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes.
Shot.
I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Hey, buddy. Things are happening, things are happening. The doggo just barged in, as he likes to do. Alright, so we found Zaid. That was really easy. Practically waiting for us. Oh my god, it's so good to be back. thought I could interact with the view of Omega. There you go.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Rookie, welcome back. Matt grew a beard. How long was I waiting for? You must have been here when I first donned the beard, no? That was like over an hour ago, I want to say. Alright, guess we're going straight into Afterlife. Rookie, you remember Afterlife, right? It's probably one of the best nightclubs ever created in a video game. In my opinion, anyway.
Come on, let me in.
They have an Alcor as the
Ari's
bouncer.
Expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
You've let 10 people in while I've been standing here.
Uncaring.
Nope, you didn't have it on when I was here. Okay. You know, things happen quickly in the stream.
You've let 10 people
especially on a Friday night.
While I've been standing here.
Uncaring. They were VIPs.
Go on in. I'm expecting you.
Can you even see me over here? Don't you know who I am?
What are you looking at?
Do I know this guy?
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Maybe I am. Maybe you better get out of here before I find you some.
All right. I've got stuff to do anyway. Come on, let's get out of here.
Who were those guys? Just some random hoodlums that I just intimidate. Oh yeah, if there is an afterlife, this is where I'll be chilling too. I know, right? Especially if you're Commander Shepard, you know, clear the way. Shepard's in town. Here we go. Hello, Arya.
I'm in an important business meeting.
Oh, should I drink? Should I drink on the job? Love a little. There we go. What are you pouring for me? I can barely see it. Love the animations here. I gotta buy a bottle of brandy. Yes, this is for Dr. Chakwas. How did I say yes? Oh, weird. There we go. That's a little bug. That's a little buggy. BioWare really outdid themselves with this series. The creativity, imagination, and details in this world, amazing. Right? And it's still holding up 10 years later in Mass Effect 2. But, you know, Mass Effect 1 was no slouch either. And that was from 2007, right? Really, really stellar work. Yeah, like I was telling Skate Punk, I think last night, the team was just firing on all cylinders for Mass Effect 1 through 3. Truly.
Ari is so beautiful.
I thought I could head up here this way, but I guess not. Restricted area? Yeah. Private room is private. Am I disturbing? Am I interrupting something? Yeah, nothing else. Here we go. Here's the boss lady.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
Try it and you'll be scanning the inside of your colon.
I'd almost pay to see that, but it's not an option. You want to talk, you get scanned.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
Simple.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences. So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
I need him.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
Just tell me how to find him.
The local merc groups are recruiting anyone with a gun to help them take down Archangel.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Sound like Garrus to you, rookie?
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Oh, I'm not worried about the mercs.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
He is interesting. I think so. Last time I played this was over 10 years ago. Memory's a little vague. Yeah, it is a Garrus. Yeah, he's the idealistic one, causing trouble, fighting for justice. Right, I gotta go to the recruitment room. What's that?
Commander Shepard?
Oh,
is that you?
her.
I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
A social worker?
Is that what you're calling it these days?
That's what it's called when a person works for the betterment of the people around her. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
Garrus was my buddy, my partner in crime. He was your favorite, huh? I tried to make him my favorite in the first game, but I didn't find Garrus very reliable on missions. He just died way too much on the first 2 missions I took him on. For whatever reason, he just seemed to be the first to die. And so I ended up with, I pretty much replaced him with Rex. And then Liara was just like the auto-include for me as well because of her biotic powers. So, yeah, this is a shame about Garrus. I don't remember, but maybe he's better in this game.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
She is quite elegant. But we're done.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
See ya.
The hunt is on for Omega's public enemy #1, and this time, there is no escape.
We're on the lower level. This is where the real party happens, right? No more drinking. One was enough. Oh, here we go. A little show. Really? I don't think he ever died in mine. Then again, I only played 2 and 3. Garrus and Rex was my A-team. Nice. Yeah, Rex for sure. Rex is a beast. It's very hard for Rex to get down. What happens if I tip? My squaddies are just standing there. We're like, you almost done here, Shepard? I'm looking for the recruitment party.
Just plan for the funeral normally. During the service, someone will want to set up a meeting. He's in on it with whoever killed your family. You tear off a few of his fingers, you'll find out who did this to you. No, you said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first, then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Arius Patriarch. What do you want?
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
Well, Arya took you down to fight. She is a whole lot tougher than she looks, huh? Make it rain money. Hey, it's not my money. It's the it's Cerberus's money. So I could just keep tipping her all night. Doesn't make any difference to me. It's all good. You were just taking a break. I'm sure the squad will understand. They have to wait for me. I'm in charge. That's the good thing about being Shepard.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Arya's now.
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Arya arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
I should be going.
Yeah, I'm looking for that the secret meeting with the mercs. Where was it? Damn. These are just the derelicts. Vorcha.
2 years since the destruction of the Destiny Ascension.
I like to need to save here.
The new Allied Citadel defense unit have reached another impasse. The Asari Republics has ceded its share of defense responsibility to the Turian hierarchy. The Human Alliance maintains a majority share of forces.
Human, tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavor. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Borcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavorn's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavorn's tricks. We leave.
Something I said.
This place. How could these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Oh. I feel like I should have more credits, but I know it's a video game. I have to earn my credits. There we go, 10% more health. That does sound pretty good. This is for my engineers. I'll get this for them. More heavy weapon ammo capacity. I like the sound of that. So 30,000. This is a nice rifle, but I won't be able to use it since I'm a Sentinel, right? Hey, Derek, welcome back. I had to slip away for a bit, but back now. Thank you for still wearing the beard. You know, you were kind of quiet, so I was thinking, oh, Derek's gone. Can I take this? Can I take this rug on my face now, or what? No. I better keep it on. I may get in trouble. Derek sees me. Sees my real face. We were worried. A man of his word. That I am. I feel I should spring for this heavy skin weave. It's all about survivability on Insanity, right? So yeah, let's grab it.
Now what's this?
They also go for the heavy weapon ammo. Yeah, what the fuck? Get loaded up.
A source reports that the attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress is being investigated.
Hello there. Might interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
Oh shit, I could have bargained with him first? You thought Derek's not alright. Nice one, rookie. Wait, I can always reload, actually?
No one in their right mind would pay these prices for salvaged parts.
I know. It's crippling my sales.
Drop your prices and I'll consider buying. Otherwise, I'll keep walking.
You're right. I'll give you whatever you like for the original price. And if this gets back to Harrod, I'll deal with it then.
I have to go.
Little did he know I already
my
bought
kiosks
like
to see
2 of
what I
his
have for
most
sale.
expensive
Thank
items. Damn. Okay, this calls for a quick load. I didn't do much since the last save, so I feel okay about doing this. Hey, Jacob. I'll just do my purchases first.
Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
No one in their right mind would pay
I
these
know.
prices. Drop your prices and I'll consider buying. Otherwise, I'll keep walking.
You're right. I'll give you whatever you like for the original price. And if this gets back to Harrod, I'll deal with it then.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Oh, I could be nice, eh?
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut it, no no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I'll have a talk, Parrot.
I could go talk to Herrick for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Let's see if there's actually a difference in the price. Excuse me, Miranda. Excuse me. Oh yeah, he knocked off what, 5,000? It's something. And I feel like he knocked off even more for this one. Like it was 90,000 before, was it not? Yeah, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
This might be useful.
And also gotta buy these couplings. They're a little bit cheaper as well. Nice. And that's all we'll get. The Free Scotland above really makes this look like a political stream. Oh yeah. Well, you know. Try to stay completely apolitical here. Yeah, talk to the Vorcha again.
I tear your face. Back.
I wonder if I need to talk to somebody else and then they won't run away from me when I talk to them now.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Does it really matter?
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
VIPs only.
What do you want?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music. What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of...
Damn it.
What do you want?
I don't want anything at all.
Check out Afterlife's main floor. You'll like it.
I'm Shepard. I can get in. Excuse me, Miranda. You know what? I thought I could maybe get into like a big gunfight before the end of the stream, but there's just too much to explore right now. I do not remember Afterlife being huge like this. Seriously. Like this entire area down here, I don't even remember coming down here.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I can intimidate them again.
You might snare a few tourists with these prices, but I'm not giving you a single credit.
Sure, you can find things cheaper if you're willing to risk the black market.
Say what?
Well, you and I could do business if you just charge what this crap is worth.
Fine. I'll give you the uppity human biscuit. And that's all you're getting.
Alright, so what you got? Stimulator conduits. Increases storm speed by 10%. Sprint speed, I guess? That could be useful. Model Touring Cruiser. This is decoration in my room. Ground Pulsar. Fornax. Titillating Alien Magazine. Explore, pick a fight with a random guy, end on a pew pew. Uppity human, lol. Hey look, it's the Fornax magazine. This for this for polishing your gizzard before a mission, right? Capacitor helmet. Oh, reduces the delay before shields start regenerating by 10%. It's small, but something. Definitely gonna buy this. Oh, the blood dragon armor. Increases power damage by 15%, increases shield strength by 10%. Oh, damn. Oh, baby. I should get this. And I have enough for the stimulator conduits as well. And what the hell, I'll get the Turian Cruiser. Little souvenir. Only 4 credits. Should I just get the magazine too? Oh my god, I almost forgot about polishing gizzards. I'm glad I reminded you. Oh, what the hell, I'll get the magazine. It's only 4 credits. We're not pinching pennies here. We got the backing of Cerberus. Okay, so look at these little like updates up there. These cards. I have to go back to my cabin to activate all this stuff. Damn. Yeah, I can't equip. It's not like at the first game where you can just equip stuff as soon as you pick it up.
And humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, human.
I am a blight.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
Oh, this is where Morden is.
I'll talk to you later.
As we go here for Morden Solus. The armor looks really nice. I wonder if the helmet comes off during cutscenes with it, or does it stay on? It's an option. So when you're not in combat, you can just have the helmet stay on all the time, and even in cutscenes. But you have to go back to the menu screen to select that. Yeah, the Blood Dragon armor looks very fly. I want to go back to my ship to equip all that stuff, actually. Oh. Am I back outside? Yeah, I wasn't even in Afterlife, essentially, that whole time. Okay, I can go back to the Normandy. So I can put my new shit on. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Whoa, 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 don't leave. I just want to get back inside the ship. We can stay parked. We can stay parked, people.
No messages for you, Commander.
Good. My home away from home. The armor locker. There we go. This is the one I just bought. This one increases weapon damage, makes you look like a cyber assassin. Increases health at 5%. Yeah, go for this one. Better shield regeneration. I only have one chest plate. I have the shoulder guards, and I have greaves. Increases shield strength by 3%, or increases storing speed by 10%. I just bought this one, but I think I will just keep. Well, shield strength 3%. That's like really low. Like the blue neon colors. Yeah, it looks pretty slick, doesn't it? I should make my other colors match, actually. You can do like a shinier look. We can do that. Go for something shinier. Hint. I like it dark, but we can change the highlights here. There we go. Where's the oh really? Yeah, there's a blue, but it's kind of dark. Try it. Pattern. I only have so many patterns, eh? Pattern color. Oh, okay, we can swap this up. Something about it doesn't look right. I just go gray. Actually, I could try it. Try it out for a bit. Try it out. Oh, and I can just do a full-on Blood Dragon armor swap. Right. This is the full armor set. That I remember now. This is just straight up power damage, 50% shield strength. Or I could just go like bespoke and just do each individual piece. But it seems like, yeah, I'm losing out on weapon damage by a little bit and some health. Okay, we can try Blood Dragon for a bit. Okay. That looks sick, yeah, I know. Looks almost a little bit medieval. Alright. I'll fly back to Omega. And skip this. There we go. Oh, I can get Zaid on the team. What can he do? He has soldier abilities. And we have that. Miranda's more of a sentinel, like me. And Jacob is an adept. I'll just stick with the classics for now. A medieval knight who traveled to the future and gave his armor some upgrades. Seriously. Look at me. Just look at me. So I guess my helmet's staying on?
I'm receiving quarantine warnings
Yeah,
about
it
the
seems
slots
like
where
it.
Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate
Damn.
resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
You have to find that recruiting station. Excuse me, excuse
Come on,
me.
let me in. Ari's expecting me.
Of course, Shimaki's still trying to get in. Poor guy. I want to find that recruiting station. Merc recruiter. Okay, it looks like I'm on the right path. I mean, it should be. Oh, here he is. He's right in front of me.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside?
There we go.
You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
I thought so. I remember wanting to take helmet off for this back in the day during free roam. Yeah, I do believe there's an option somewhere. It could be in the game options. I'll have to check.
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
You had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
You are cannon fodder, he's saying.
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing. Operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jarrett's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Tarek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you when you get there. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right, it's easy credits. Besides, what are the odds he can kill all of you?
Doesn't sound like easy credits, that's the thing.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but we'll get you there.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
He looks like Jenkins from the first game.
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use it.
I'm not gonna do any Paragon.
If you're sure registration's in here, good luck. You'll need it.
Perfect. Thanks.
Oh, Jenkins. He returns. Reincarnated. All right. I will be exploring a little bit more before I head out on the Archangel mission. I hate to do this to you, but I have been going over time, and I think I'll save the good stuff for the next stream. It is getting a little bit late. And once I get into the mission, I'll just keep playing. You know, that's gonna happen. Let's do a little, oh, that looks cool. Just looked it up. Helmet stays on in 2. Turns out Mass Effect 3, you can remove it. Ah! That's a shame. But thanks for looking that up, Rookie. It's good to know. And here we are. Yeah, I'm glad it worked out the little thumbnail below me. I'm glad I put myself in that little pose. Interesting how the dancer has stopped moving, but the hologram, the projector, is still going behind her, right? Because she should still be dancing, but she's not. She's frozen. Meanwhile, there's the stuff in the background is still going, and the flame. Oh, thanks so much, guys, for hanging out tonight. It was a slightly longer stream. It's amazing how I didn't actually get that far into the rest of the quest. A lot of talking, a lot of exploring, and of course, chat was very lively. So I thank you guys for that. That's the most important thing. You guys were having a lot of fun. It was great to see. Let us see. I want to send you guys off somewhere tonight. Maybe we can find another Mass Effect streamer or someone who's playing like a sci-fi game. It is Friday night, and there's sure to be personal alarms going off. There should be a lot of people still streaming, looks like. Check out my follow list real quick. Curecat Live and Sir Gadget are playing PUBG. That's a possibility. We got the field team leader playing Cult of Lamb again. Oh, categories, there we go. Thank you, Rookie. Thank you for coming in and enjoy your day. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, Rookie. Here we go. I'm popping into the Mass Effect category here. And I think we can find somebody playing Mass Effect 2 or 1 or 2. Mass Effect 2, here we go. Ah, playing this brings back memories. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm just checking out the guy's stream. His name is Rock's Tombstone 666. He is playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Looks like he's on Mass Effect 2 as well. All right. So let's pay him a visit. I do not know this streamer, but this is what raids are all about. Make new friends. Networking a bit. Let me get the raid queued up now, actually. All right, I'll get it queued up. Well, once again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Join me again next week, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Pacific. I will be doing Mass Effect 2 all week next week. So plenty of more fun to come. In the meantime, let's say hello to our new friend, Rock's Tombstone 666. I'll see you guys there. Peace out. Have a good one.